go ahead and get started with our long tones. Okay, good job there. Remember that during the scale, the G on the D string, that's always going to be in third position. Look like we just shifted back a little soon there. So, okay, go ahead now and do slur 2. Okay, good job there. Slur 3. Okay, good. Remember to anticipate that shift with your elbow there. Also, on the descending scale, use your fourth finger on the G string instead of open D. Go ahead now and do slur 4. Okay, good job. Sounds like the finger pattern is getting a little too close together in the third position there. So we want to keep those whole steps between these three fingers there. It does sound like we're getting a little bit more like that, or maybe these fingers getting pulled back there. Either way, we're not quite getting the whole steps there. Some of the rings you can listen for to help with the finger patterns. These two, you have your G ring and your A ring. This one, D ring, E ring, and the fourth finger plays G. It'll probably be a little faint, but that should get to a G ring up there. So listen for those rings to help guide your finger patterns there. That was the 4 we just did, correct?
Yep.
Let's go ahead and do your improvisation. Okay. What are we going to do for fingerboard geography today?
G on D.
G on D. Okay. All right. So in third or first position?
In first.
Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and let's find a good ring. I feel like maybe stronger. There we go. Freeze and memorize, then go for the best out of 5. Make sure to run your checks. The knuckle nut's getting a little out of place there. Okay, I think that was 5 there. So I'm thinking like a 3 out of 5. Make sure to always run those checks there. You were on a roll once we started doing that. So okay, let's see now. So last week we were on Zoom and did a fun focus week. So we'll do more of the writing for next week for this next week's fun focus, but we can definitely have you play through it. So overall, pretty good job there. I think this will be a really nice piece for you once we get it all put together. So, let's see, some technical things. Writing down some stuff, but towards the end I started trying to keep track of the beat there. There may be some beats that are rushing a little, maybe some rest, and maybe some of these tied notes here. So this one's going to be pretty tricky because you start this one within the middle of a beat and it overlaps into the next beat there. So overall, if for that, let's see, 4/4. So you can just kind of keep track of where beat 4 is for this. Da 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 da. That will definitely help there. So okay, let's see some technical things. The song has C sharp, and we do go onto your G string for a C at some points. Where here we go, and we're needing to extend your third finger quite a bit for that C sharp there. Let's see. Are these finger numbers for something different?
I think I get confused like when I play piano.
Oh, when you're playing it on the piano. Okay. All right. So yeah. So for that, we definitely need to. You do have some options when it comes to the C sharp. You can do an extended third finger. Have you had a song where you had to do that?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, let me show you how to do that. So on your G string, third finger, play C. In order to play C sharp, you have to extend it up. So pretty much whole step and whole step there. It would be very similar to the finger pattern that we want to use in the third position, because if your fourth finger came down for the D, then these two would be touching. So just need to stretch that up there. Another option, it wouldn't be the one I think would be the most ideal here, but the low fourth finger does make that C sharp playable. I would prefer the third just because then we got this stepwise motion C, B, A, all one finger. Otherwise we're skipping fingers there. So a little extra work there. So we just need to extend for that third finger, or extend for that C sharp. Let's see. Some areas the fourth finger needs to reach higher, so help it with the extra elbow pivot. Now this next part here, technically the song, all the notes are within ranges where you don't need, where there's nothing in the song requiring you to shift up. But there are definitely opportunities where we could. And one big reason too is we want to try to keep as many slurs on the same string as possible.
Don't I need to shift up over here?
Oh, I wasn't watching for that spot there, was I? Yeah, that would be a spot that you would need to shift up. Okay, so yeah, that one definitely requires you to shift up because of the range there. Let's see. So there are some spots though where, like, let's see. Technically, this could be done with just the fourth finger. So, but it did seem like there were some spots where you were needing to go back and forth. Right here. So, this, if you're in third position. Now the thing is, for that, because of that D sharp right there, your first finger would have to come up. So, but it would make it smoother, as opposed to, and then having to extend. So, upshift would be one technique that would keep you from having to do, say, three different techniques. So, I would encourage you to, we're still exploring positions, but as we kind of go through the Suzuki book and give you more experience with those positions, you'll kind of start getting a feel for what works best, and then you'll be able to approach pieces like your own arrangements where you can use what you've done before and try to incorporate it here. We're still exploring positions, but I think with your own piece here, we can go ahead and kind of like challenge you. Find the spots where a position may work. The big one would be try to keep the slurs on one string.
Yeah.
And of course, there's areas where you want to consider maybe tone, like if maybe you're wanting a little bit less brightness based off of the character of the lyrics or the mood that we're creating, then a position has a little bit more of a subtle, less bright tone as opposed to say a first position string. Okay, let's see. Any other questions about this?
Nope.
Okay. Why don't we check in on your... what piece was going to be your backup?
Waltz.
Waltz, okay. Let's check in on waltz there. A lot of students are doing pieces outside of the book and also have a backup, so I'm really losing track because it's like double the songs I have to watch out for. So probably still some shakiness with this, but as far as this rhythm that we've been really drilling, I think it's definitely improved. All right, you've really been focusing on shortening these, haven't you?
Yeah.
I don't think I heard an issue with any of those eighth notes there. So most of what I am hearing with those, I think is just some hesitance. Like maybe it's like, okay, I'm gonna get it this time. So as we went along, it did seem like sometimes we had really nice dotted quarter notes. Sometimes we got maybe just a little rushed, almost like a quarter note there. But I feel like we are now fully in the 3/4 with this piece there. So like how we've had it feeling like it's 4 beats per measure, now it really does feel like 3 beats. So we're doing a lot better there. I think we just need to get you a little more confident with it. So okay, also occasionally C sharp coming up when we want the C natural, so we just need to be careful with that. In this piece, we got that C sharp, and doesn't look like there's any other spots for a C sharp there, so we definitely need to watch out for that. Let's try let me double check this. Let's try a run through together. Most of my instruments survived any crazy tuning issues from the snow. So, you ever have a day when one of your strings was just completely floppy?
Yeah.
Okay. good job there. So let's see. Stuck with the rhythm of the dot rhythms very nicely together. If there was one spot to watch out for, it'd be when the quarter notes come up on beats 2 and 3, like either when we have this figure or say this figure there. So sometimes those ones like to rush, so just be careful with them. As far as the measures that we want to really drill for the C natural, I think it's coming down to these ones with the grace notes. Yeah. So work with those. Let's see. And also looks like the third position could probably just use a little more strengthening. So let's see. Something I'd like to try real quick. Without repeat, let's go from there to there, but maybe try speeding it up. May be a little, we may have to be a little careful there, but I want to see how, if it feels a little more natural at that speed and maybe more comfortable, especially when it comes to how these these quarter notes kind of want to go a little faster there.
Can I stay in first position for the first time?
Sure, we can do that. When you mean with the repeats?
I mean, like, this time playing.
Okay, so yeah, because I don't want to do the repeats, so skip to the second endings there. Number there and went instead and then go to fourth position for it. A third. Okay. Alright. Seemed like there was just like one dotted quarter note there that was a little short. But the rest of it, doesn't matter the note value. It seemed like rhythmically you played even more stable there. So let's get you stronger with the third position, and I guess it's a waltz. It wants to move, so the dancers want to keep moving. So okay. Let's see. How is Beret? Nope.
I think it's okay right now.
Okay, why don't we hear it? too bad. Let's see. So we do need to refine the countings here also, just occasional note values that escape us. We actually are playing a song that requires us to extend that third finger, the D sharp right there. And right now it's still sounding very much like a D, so we need to stretch it up more. Let's address rhythms first. So sometimes we have the half notes on beat 2, and these guys definitely like to be misplayed as quarter notes when that happens, so watch out for that. Sometimes coming out of these eighth notes, a quarter note gets a little rushed at the end, so let's be careful with that. Let's focus on these 2 lines. Okay, pretty good. So kind of seemed like these chord notes are stable. Probably this chord note there that was getting a little rushed before. Nicely done on this. Let's see. I didn't mention before, but sometimes your pickups have been a little long, but you stayed with me there and kept it just 1 beat. Let's try for these 2 lines now, and watch out for the same types of note values while also trying to extend for that. Okay, sounds like we had a little roughness there. Usually when we're extending the third finger, it's usually advised to go for the fourth finger note, even though normally we would use the fourth finger if we're trying to avoid going to the next string, which don't quite avoid it with these next notes there. But one reason we're doing it here, the slur, so keeping the slur on the same string, and also it's very easy when you got the extended third finger to go to the fourth, because those are going to be touching there. Okay, let's see. Let's start here again. Ready? Okay, pretty good job there. Let's see. Does sound like third and fourth fingers still need to spread up a bit more there. Let's see. Rest of the 2 lines, I think it's just kind of what we have been drilling up there. So just watch out for the extensions and just refining the count with the beat values there. I should probably mention why this slur 4 is being, this 4 is being used when it's a string cross there. The more subtle decrescendo and pianissimo at the end. They're going for a less bright sound there. All right. Now let's see. Have we started this one yet?
No.
Okay. Well, this is a nice one. It has a story behind it. Schumann. Heard of him before, right?
No.
Oh, okay. One of the Romantic era composers. Like in the Romantic era, everyone pretty much had one goal: be like or better than Beethoven. So he would be in that category. But what he's most known for is Lied, L-I-E-D. And that specifically stands for a German poem set to music. So there's actually lyrics to this song that would be sung in German. But so somebody just took it and arranged it for violin here. Now these little notes right here, have you seen these in orchestra?
No.
So notice how these notes are smaller than these notes. These are what you'll actually play. These are cue notes. This is just showing you what's happening during these measures you don't play. In this case, what the piano is playing during an introduction. That way you can just, not just count, you can kind of watch what's happening and then get a feel for how it fits with your part before you come in. So you actually start right here. This song, we are in a minor key. So notice that we have a flat here. You have encountered flats in orchestra?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, that's on your line for B flat. You pretty much you've already been doing the technique for it where you take your first finger and just pull it back there. I think you've been doing it more so for your D sharp in Salvatore. So it'd be the same thing. Just pull that first finger back. Because our key signature has only flats and no sharps, that means when it comes to this F on the E string, you have to do the same thing. Because this was F sharp, now we have F natural. Alright. Let's see. This one, it can be a little fun with the sight reading because of this minor key here. But why don't we go ahead and try just a little sight reading from this A to that A there. Not bad there. Alright, so definitely some hesitance right there, but you did the right technique. Bum, bum, bum. So you will stop your bow just before the second note of that slur there. So we call that a hook bow. Alright, nicely done with the rhythms. Really nicely done. As far as the notes, I do think your F naturals needs to be more natural. Think of it this way. This is in a minor key. This is about, and just a little context of the story. These two grenadiers did not fare so well in a battle, and this is post-battle. They're on the battlefield. No one's found them yet, and they're wounded. So this needs to sound sad. Use your F natural, and when it comes up, you didn't have it here, but when the B flat comes up, really use those notes to make it sound sad. Let's try that again. Just think of a. Have I mentioned the open box for your finger?
Yeah.
Think of a closed box. Make it almost touch the nut. Okay, not bad there. But still needs to like come back here. Try for that now. That sounds like the F natural that's gonna make the sound sad. Okay, can we try that one more time there? Alright, good. That was much more like it. Let's try from there to there together. Some of these dotted rhythms are starting to get a little fatter, so watch out for that. Okay, good job. Just, yeah, watch out for that natural there. Alright, now a sight reading from this A all the way to these two double A's there. By the way, with those, do a retake. Oh, wait. So, go ahead. Good job. Yeah, just watch out. This would have been with an up bow. But you started mid, so you probably didn't catch that there. But yeah, they want the double up downs. They come up quite a bit here, and we do actually do the retake there because in this case we want some heaviness because of the mood of the song. Okay, let's see. Starting starting right here, let's continue some sight reading. We have dotted rhythms coming up, but this time they've been elongated to be dotted quarter notes in eighths as opposed to the half size version there. And a lot more B flat. So go ahead and go from here to these double downs. Pretty good job there. So, just trying to negotiate your way through the rhythms there. The F natural could have been a little more natural on that string there. Let's see. Starting here, sight read to this E. Okay, pretty good. One thing I'm noticing with the hand shape, you're getting some nice rings with your third fingers there, but it does seem like the hand's closing up and the knuckle nut's getting pulled out. So really try to spread and open up your fingers there. Start from here, go to there. So we'll kind of finish up this minor section. That is the end of the minor section. This last A leads us the pickup to where we go back to a major key. So, all right, let's see. So some things to kind of watch out for this sight reading. So not too concerned about rhythms being misread, but just make sure that when you go in and practice that you kind of drill these rhythms there. Let's see. Yeah, as you see, the hook bows, they come up quite a bit here. Do you know how to tell these apart from, say, if those were tied?
No.
It's the staccato. The staccato means that they're going to break up the tide and make it sound like two notes. Okay. And you just gotta still reach a little higher with your fourth finger at those spots. All right, but now we're going to a friendlier key, or a more familiar, I should probably say. The main thing from this point on is just kind of making sure, watch out for the dotted hook bows when they come up. So go ahead and start here, and let's just take you all the way to the end. Good job. Also, some more elbow pivot for the string crossing here will definitely help. Let's see, let me get that down. While you were playing through that major section there, did it sound familiar?
Kind of.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, let me get that down. And then, so this last part of the song is actually the French national anthem.
Oh.
because these guys are actually French.
Yep.
They're two French soldiers, and here's where we get the full context of the story. So, minor section is them on the battlefield, and this is the soldiers singing about how wounded they are and how they're in a very grievous state. But they're very patriotic. So right here on the battlefield, even though they are a bloody mess, they start breaking out in their national anthem just because they're proud to be French. So don't know how we get two French soldiers in a German poem song, but okay. So that's the context of the story there. Let's see. Let's go back to the minor section and let's just really try to drill and ingrain some of these rhythms and also some of the notes there. Okay, overall not too bad there. When it comes to the dotted rhythms in here, really try to emphasize those. Sometimes these rhythms are used almost in like death marches, so that's how wounded they are. Boom, ba boom. So let's see. Now let's go ahead and let's really try to. One of the things you're going to experience is contrasting the finger patterns you need here with the finger patterns you need here. So let's now start here and play towards the end. Focus on finger patterns now. Okay, looks like we're gonna have to go ahead and wrap it up there. Okay, so new song and it's gonna be a good one. Next week, oh wait, if I remember right, next week's actually President's Day, so we won't be meeting.